All right. Why practice spiritual direction of practice? Why do spiritual practice? I'm all ears.
Liberation.
Liberation, whatever that means.
Know who we are.
Know who we are. Okay. Anybody else?
Give up misery.
Give up misery. That would probably be the first one because we don't even know what liberation is and who we are. I know who I am. I'm just sick of being miserable. That's usually what it is. I'm sick of being miserable
And bored.
and bored. And bored, and there's got to be something more than this. Right? Isn't that usually? It's got to be something more than this. Bored. I don't know. I've tried this. It's got to be something more. Pretty much?
Mhm.
Okay. So then, what's misery? That's the first thing I would go into. What's misery?
Anything.
Everything. Why? Why is it everything?
Well, it's everything that is not real. So
Ev-
it's everything that the normal person has.
It's more than that. It's everything. It is everything. It's everything. Is it this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it my personality?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, definitely misery. You don't want this personality. Is it my emotions?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it my great ideas?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Is it my five senses?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. By the time we're looking, taking these vehicles and looking out and playing with what's out here, we are so miserable. Why? What have we done?
We made up a big story about how we think things are.
How we think things are. We've made up a story. And who are we in that story?
The main character.
The main character. I'm the star of my story. I hope you're the star of your story. But some people don't want to be the star of their story, so they're the star being not the star. There are a lot of people, right? They're the star. You just got that. Okay? So we lose our subject and object. So what's the main cause of misery? Ignorance. Taking what's not real to be real. What's impermanent to be permanent. What's not self to be self. Right? What's misery to be happiness. Then what happens? We lose our subject in what we think is now real. Correct? Once we do that, we're attracted to certain things because I know who I am. I'm this character. I'm repulsed by certain things because my character would never like that. And then I cling because I know who I am. This is me. And I'm going to hold on for dear life. But I want to live. And this is how I do it. So I'm stuck in this role, playing the same part over and over again. And it's a little box. And that's me. So then I go, whoa, this is sort of icky. What do I do? Okay, so then I decide I'm going to look at religion, different traditions, and what do?
To come reflect.
I hopefully reflect, but I first start going, let's say I go to some group of someplace, and they will do they have pretty environments, hopefully. They have good music, hymns, chants, this. They have nice outfits. They smell good. Right?
Mhm.
They do really nice things. And I do that for a while, and what happens?
You get bored.
Still the same.
Still the same, I'm gonna get bored. I get bored. Get bored. Get bored. So then I go, there's gotta be something more. So then I go and I start studying. I take a class, I'm reading, I'm saying prayers, I'm going more just internally in my head, my mind, I'm thinking, I'm working, I'm mantras, all kinds of things. It's great. my intellect's involved. Now what? Is it done? I have all the beliefs and everything.
No, it's just intellectual.
It's just intellectual. Not satisfied. It is not again until I hit that third level. The third level when the mind goes into the heart. And then I go, oh God, where have I been? I've missed myself for so long. Oh. And when I say heart, am I in the emotions?
No.
No, because remember, no, that's up here. I already did that. I already went that territory. I'm in the heart. So everybody go down and into the heart. Now I want to stay here. Right? I don't want to go back. But what happens?
Not so easy.
Not so easy. Not so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk out of that beautiful place and back in it, right? Back in it, lost. So what do I have to do? I have to find how to clean it up, clean up my interior. And that comes back to what I talked about last week. So first step is what? Honest answer. I gotta start my honest answer and accept it. Even, and that's the hardest part. That's what the four square is about, right? Am I this? Is it okay with me? Okay with me is, do I accept it?
Right.
And lots of times, until we get to accepting all of it, it keeps on playing around and we're out of control, right? That's why the four square is so good for that. But that's what I have to do. I have to. Honest answer. I don't want to do that, or I don't want to go there, or I get that quality. Oh, I do have that quality. Is that okay? Oh, no, it's not okay. I feel really bad I have that quality. I really, oh my God, I can't accept that. Do you have that quality? Yeah, but I can't accept. Why can't you accept it? Do you have that quality? Yeah. Then, do you have that quality? Yeah. Are you that stupid that you can't accept it? Wow, I can't accept it. It's just too hard for me. No. Are we made in God's image? Yes. Is God everything and everywhere and all time and all place and all knowing and all powerful and omniscient and everything? Yes. So does God have that quality? Yes. So I can accept that in God? Some people can't, by the way. I mean, think of it. Oh, God wouldn't do that. Oh, really? Really? So you don't accept that God is everywhere? There are places where God isn't. Sorry. No, God is everywhere. So I have to accept that within myself. Okay. Then what?
And grind it down.
Grind it down. And the way to grind it down is being with our experience, whatever it is. Let whatever come up. And function efficiently and appropriately on the physical plane. And the whole thing of finding out, oh, I'm functioning efficiently and appropriately. Are you? Did you really look at that? Are you really doing that? Think about it. Sometimes we're not. So it has to be real. So I have to be willing to just be with what I have in the moment. Let whatever come up. Wow, look at that. I think I should be doing this. Should I? No, that would be like, ooh. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to, hi. Appropriate. Is it sometimes appropriate to yell?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Is it sometimes appropriate to be quiet? Yes, it is. If I'm not willing to be appropriate, then I'm not going to do them at different times. So we can't discern appropriate until we are willing to sit and be with what we really have. Let whatever come up, know our honest answers, and then we can function appropriately, efficiently on the physical plane. Now, all of those are like the yamas and the niyamas in a lot of ways. The do's and the don'ts in the Yoga Sutras, the Ten Commandments, all that. Every system has those kinds of rules, right? So, is that sadhana?
No.
It's the beginning of sadhana, but it can also be, as we talked last week, it also could be therapy, because therapy wants you to do that. But now we switch that thing. We switch between what therapy does and what sadhana. This is where we diverge. What happens?
You begin to get rid of the nobles.
Right. We want to get rid of the knowables. And if we get rid of the knowables, the biggest knowable is our small self. It's Rohini. The character, the wonderful character of Rohini is in fact a knowable. Whereas in therapy, Rohini is going to get to be the best Rohini she can possibly be. Now, in therapy, which is where it's helpful, and in those beginning phases of sadhana, we have to learn who Rohini is. Because if we do not know what our character is, can we let it go? No. So if we don't know what the qualities we have, we can't let it go. We can't just go, oh, I went to a workshop, I let it all go. What did you let go of? Everything. Doesn't work. Does not work. Just doesn't. And if you don't believe me, go and try it. And you're going to, lo and behold, find your little small self creeping back in and doing, yeah. So, have to let go of Rohini. She's got to go. Whereas in therapy, that's not going to be. So that's where the change is. Let go and have that knowable. Let go. Let go of all knowables. And then what? Then we go to discriminative knowledge. And discriminative knowledge is knowing the real from the not real. Now granted, that makes it a dualistic system, and if it's all God, but you can't get there until we've discriminated. Discriminative knowledge is that I know the knowables. If I can perceive it, it cannot be me. So who I am in truth is the subject, the perceiver, not the perceived. How do I get there? We go back to that third level of letting go and going into the heart. So the more we bore in and let go of knowables, we go deeper and deeper into the heart until finally we rest in our true nature. And it doesn't mean that we don't act. We still play our part. We should be great actors. Really, really having a good time. Whatever the part we're supposed to play. But we know we're not the part. We know who we are at that point. Disentangled. Clear? That's the process. That's showing purification. How do we purify? How do we get back to that place, that third level, and then keep moving? How do we clean it all up? Okay? Now, yes?
Could I ask a question?
Sure.
Yeah. There are times when something comes up and I feel it coming up and I say, and I can almost identify it, and I say, okay, sit with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it cuts out.
It what?
It cuts out before you can even sit with it. something like some mechanism in my head just cuts it off.
And so,
It's not particularly one particular theme.
So you have you been trained to avoid it?
I don't know, because I can't even think of any particular issues where my brain just cuts out. But so anyway. So you're saying that's a possible key where it's an issue where I've trained myself to avoid it over so many years that
Right.
it becomes automatic.
Right, exactly. So what you would do is actually, okay, I'm just going to sit here. I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to be with it. I'm just going to be with it. I'm not going to even let whatever come up at that point. I'm just going to be with it. Because I know that if I let anything come up, I'm going to cut it off. Right?
That's right.
So I'm going to just be with whatever's there. Because when you let come up, it should still be listening in here. If you let whatever come up and go to here, then you've cut it off. You just got that. You just got that. When we let whatever come up, we're actually listening in here. So we're not going to cut it off. But the tendency, how many people, once they get into their head, cut everything off? Yeah? Yeah.
Anything can happen
In a heartbeat. Heartbeat, change, boom.
That's what I'm trying to get at. It's in a heartbeat. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Exactly, it's in a heartbeat. Done, it's over. So the whole point is to stay here. Be with the experience. Let whatever come up here. So I'm listening, my hearing is here. My seeing is here. If I let it go into the small self, into that little thing, it's going to go according to its system. So I'm gonna lose it. Okay? So try it this week and see what happens. Stay here. Okay. Because does this want to get rid of anything?
No.
No, not at all. It knows it's perfect just the way it is. So is everybody happy with it? Is it taking good care of you? Is it been doing everything that would make you happy and healthy and wise and, oh my God, love all the time? I don't think so. So, okay. All right. That answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you.